What would you consider the perfect model airplane? Which features do you want to have on your model and which ones do you find unnecessary? Today I want to give you my opinion on what would make the ideal model in 1:400 scale. Please give me your ideas and opinions as well in the comments, and let's hope the manufacturers find this video and take notes. I'll be covering different features the ideal model should have in my opinion. Some of them are gonna be pretty basic and others more ambitious. The model I come up with should still be possible to actually manufacture, so I won't be including unrealistic features, but I still have a few ideas that have never been made before in 1:400 scale. So, in case you work for a model airplane brand, prepare your pen and paper, let's get started. The basics. Before we start adding all the fancy features, we need to establish a baseline. These are all aspects that should theoretically apply to every model produced. Firstly, the model needs to be accurate to the real aircraft. All the shapes and proportions should be correct and the model should be recognizable. Furthermore, the landing gear should feature appropriate detail for the scale and be sized correctly. Last but not least, the printing and overall quality of the model should be good. The print should be crisp, correctly placed, and feature enough detail to make the model look realistic. In terms of quality, the model shouldn't have any broken parts, loose wings, or other issues. It should be well put together. The points I just mentioned should be the absolute minimum a model fulfills, at least when they want us to pay $50 or more for a diecast model. Now that we have established the bare minimum, let's get creative and start adding some cool features to our perfect model. Good packaging. Okay, I know that most collectors don't buy a model for the packaging, but hear me out. We pay a lot of money for what should be a collectible. It's not a toy that costs $10, and the packaging should reflect that. So the first feature I'll add to our model will be premium packaging like we get from the brand Patriot models. I want a sturdy cardboard box with a magnetic flip top. The box should be nicely designed and give you the same unboxing experience like you get when buying a new iPhone. My ideal model also comes with a collector's card and a metal stand. The model itself should be protected well, preferably with a styrofoam bottom part and a see-through top part so we can still see the model. While none of the features I mentioned are mandatory, they really make a difference when unboxing the model. Now you don't feel like unboxing a toy, but a highly detailed model instead. Magnetic landing gear. This is a feature mostly seen on 1:200 scale models, but Aviation 400 have recently been adding magnetic gear to 400 scale models as well. It's a very cool feature that allows you to either display your model with the gear extended, but also with the gear retracted. I love that we now have the option to show the model in flight, and to me, it just looks way better on a stand when the gear is retracted. Also, as a quick side note, the main gear should also pivot if it does so on the real aircraft, so we can accurately display the model on the stand. Another feature Aviation 400 brought over from 200 scale are 3D beacon lights. Instead of just printing them on, they have opted to insert small gemstone to represent the beacon. This feature looks especially good when light is shining on the model and it looks like the beacon is actually working. I'm surprised no other brand like Gemini Jets or NG models have joined in on the trend, as Aviation 400 have been doing this for years now. On my perfect model, I'll definitely be adding the 3-dimensional beacon lights though. This is a feature that most brands have adopted nowadays, especially on larger wide-body models, but sometimes also on smaller models. I definitely want my ideal model to have see-through engines, at least the wide bodies. I'm not sure about the narrow bodies. The problem with the see-through engines is to make them look realistic. A lot of brands really seem to struggle there. A good example is the Phoenix A350. They just look terrible. When done nicely, like with the NG models A350, I am really a fan of this feature. Get it? A fan? Like an engine fan blade? Okay, I'm sorry, let's move on. Next on the wish list are opening doors. Now we get into the more unique ideas I had. For a while now we have had interactive cargo models that can be displayed with the doors open. So why not add this to passenger airplanes as well? I'm not talking about the boarding doors, of course. Those are just too small. I'm talking about the cargo doors. Like you see on this MD-11 model, it would definitely be possible to add the cargo doors to a passenger model as well. I don't think it would work for A320s or 737s, but definitely for larger wide-body models. When done properly, it looks very good even when closed. This is a feature I think would be very appreciated by collectors with model airports. The diorama would look so much more realistic if the cargo doors could be opened. This is an idea I recently had and I don't think anyone has ever made it. Imagine the wings were attached magnetically like the gear. This way you could easily remove them and slot them back in. Now why would we want such a feature? Let me tell you. Right now some manufacturers like JC Wings or HX models offer some of their models in a standard version and one in a flaps down configuration. This is a super cool idea, but unless you want to buy two models, you'll have to choose which version to buy. Wouldn't it be cool to, instead of having to buy two models, we had the choice to buy just the wings and interchange them as we please? It would really open up the possibilities we have. Imagine having a wing for displaying the model in flight that has some wing flex visible. Especially on the 787 Dreamliner, this would look awesome. Or maybe you don't want the flaps fully extended, but rather in a takeoff configuration. As you see, removable wings would dramatically increase the different ways you can display your model. I definitely think this would be possible if a manufacturer put some work into the idea. Also, I don't think the different wings should come as standard. That would make the model too expensive. But maybe give us the option to purchase a different set of wings for $10 to $15. Once again, I think this would also be great for model airports, as you can display the models with this feature in all kinds of different phases of flight. Lastly, I want to talk about the ideal price for such a model. I absolutely understand that all these features come at a price. Of course I wish model airplanes would sell for $10, but that's simply not realistic. Looking at current prices for 1 to 400 scale models, I would definitely say that Gemini Jets is overpriced, and to an extent also NG models, even though they are definitely of higher quality. I just can't help but look at other brands like HX models that produce super high quality models for a better price. With all the features I've added to our perfect model, I would say a fair price would be around $50 to $60 for a narrow body and $60 to $70 for a wide body. Yes, that's more expensive than most models, but with all the cool features imaginable included. If this model existed, I would argue that it's still better value than a Gemini Jets model. So, that would be my perfect model. What do you think? I'm very passionate about model airplanes, and I always want the most accurate model. It drives me absolutely crazy seeing some brands seemingly not caring about producing good models anymore. For them it's only about profit and not about the passion for aviation. Maybe, just maybe, someone from a model airplane brand sees this video and I really hope it inspires them. Please let me know your thoughts on what the perfect model airplane should be, and we can have a talk about it in the comments. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel Swiss400 for more model airplane content. Maybe you want to watch one of these videos next. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye!